Diolch, Llywydd. It's good to see that already today colleagues have been raising the issue of the effect on businesses of the cliff edge at the end of March of the drop in support for energy prices. Both Vikki and Jayne Bryant have both raised this. And I think they're right in raising the fact of the impact this upon things such as retail outlets, local pubs and clubs and so on. That's absolutely right. But I would welcome a statement, Trefnydd, on this issue, but that also focuses on some of those small to medium scale, local, foundational economy businesses that are employed in food manufacturing. Within the Bridgend area, we still have a number of these businesses, and I've spoken to them, and they have, when I say significant fears, they genuinely worry that they will close in April or May. And the reason is they've managed to get this far with support on good order books, by the way, that in fact many of them could take on more. These are good family-owned businesses, some of which go back 3, 4, 5 generations. But the energy costs now are tipping them over the edge, and they're looking to the paying 70 or 80 pence per unit price for electricity, whereas a year ago they were paying 30 pence. They could pay a little bit more, but they cannot pay 70 or 80 pence. It means their cash flow will take them under. Their banks can't help them anymore. No Development Bank of Wales or anybody else can help them. The energy cliff edge will push them over. Now, these are jobs where people walk to work. They may not be highly paid jobs, but they employ hundreds upon hundreds of jobs in every community in my valleys and also in Bridgend and the RCT area as well. So could I ask, and perhaps I could ask in asking for a statement, reflect the views of one of these businesses, a family-run business who's been there for many generations, who said, I would welcome the Minister, not just calling the UK Government to extend the support, but to bring the energy companies into a room and lock the door until they renegotiate, some of which has been done through brokers, the unit price energy costs. There's a role for UK Government, but there's a role for the energy companies, as we see wholesale costs falling, to sit in that room and give back to some of these companies, because it's no good to those energy companies if these companies go bust. And I'm seriously worried we could be looking at a tsunami of job losses and businesses closing.
Thank you, Willie. You've heard me say in my earlier answer to Vikki Howells that the UK Government's responsible for the Energy Bill Relief Scheme that does provide support to businesses to help them cope with the increase in the energy costs they're experiencing. And I know the Welsh Government prepared a response to the UK Government's consultation that they had on the future of the EBRS. And that did include representation on behalf of not just the companies that you refer to, but also the energy-intensive sectors as well. And I know the Minister is very aware of the concerns of stakeholders and continues to make representations to the UK Government. I'm sure having a summit is something that he will consider now he's heard you ask him to do so.